Hi, I'm North Carolina attorney Sam Moore. According to the Crime Prevention Research Center, as of December of 2022, there are just over 22 million concealed handgun permits in the United States. That's a 2.3% increase over the previous year. You may be interested in helping that number grow, but everyone considering getting or keeping a concealed carry permit needs to ask themselves this question: what can prevent me from getting a concealed carry permit? North Carolina is a shall issue state. That means if you meet the short list of requirements, the sheriff of your county is required by law to issue that permit to you. Here are those requirements. Number 1, that you are a citizen or a lawful permanent resident of the United States. Number 2, that you have been a resident of North Carolina for at least 30 days. Number 3, that you are at least 21 years old. Number 4, that you have no physical or mental infirmity that prevents safe handling of a handgun. Number 5, take the class. And number 6, not be otherwise ineligible. If you meet these requirements, you're good. However, this one is deceptively simple. Back to the title of this video. What can keep me from getting a concealed carry permit? Short answer, crimes or drugs. Long answer, North Carolina General Statute, Section 14-415.12b. For those of you following along at home, I'm going to address these a little out of order. Number 1, you're presently charged with a felony. You don't actually need to be convicted of a felony to be ineligible for a concealed carry permit. If you're currently under indictment for a felony, you're ineligible. Number 2, you're free on bond or personal recognizance for a crime that would otherwise disqualify you. Same deal. If you've bonded or signed yourself out after having been charged with any crime, the conviction of which would make you ineligible for a concealed carry permit, you're ineligible. Number 3, conviction or prayer for judgment continuance on any felony, except those pertaining to antitrust violations, unfair trade practices, or restraints of trade. Any felony conviction, even if you got a prayer for judgment, except for those 3 kinds of white-collar crimes, will make you ineligible for a concealed carry permit unless you've had your firearm rights restored. Number 4, if you are a fugitive from justice. It doesn't just mean that you've broken out of jail and are on the run like Harrison Ford.
Residence, warehouse, farmhouse, hen house, out.
A fugitive from justice is any person who has fled from any state to avoid prosecution for a crime or avoid giving testimony in any criminal proceeding. While having an active order for arrest doesn't necessarily make you a fugitive, it can still prevent you from getting a concealed carry permit. Number 5, you are an unlawful user of or addicted to marijuana, alcohol, or any depressant, stimulant, or narcotic drug, or any other controlled substance.
You're getting air from there, man. It's no good.
You can't be a drug addict or an alcoholic and get a concealed carry permit. Number 6, you've been adjudicated mentally ill or lacking mental capacity.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
It doesn't necessarily mean that because you're taking Prozac for depression, you're not able to get a concealed carry permit. The key word here is adjudicated. So what that really refers to is someone who's been involuntarily committed or deemed incompetent by a court. Number 7, discharged from the armed forces under conditions other than honorable. Honorable discharge, great. Anything else? Probably not.
And you are ordered to be dishonorably discharged from the Marine Corps.
Number 8, conviction or PJC on certain misdemeanors. These misdemeanors are part of a very long list for which conviction, even if you receive a prayer for judgment, makes you ineligible for a concealed carry permit for a period of 3 years. Here are some highlights. Malicious castration.
I'll flat out castrate you.
Non-malicious castration.
I didn't mean to.
Maliciously assaulting in a secret manner.
Sleep assault?
Yeah. Assault and battery against a sports official.
Sounds good.
Assault inflicting serious bodily injury.
Go, you want some?
Assault on a public transit operator.
Get off the bus!
Assault on airport personnel.
Open the door. Open the door and nobody will be hurt.
Criminal use of a laser device.
Laser.
Giving contraband to a prisoner.
Understand you're a man that knows how to get things.
Carrying a weapon into establishments where alcohol is served.
Hey everybody, check your guns at the bar.
Impersonation of a law enforcement officer.
That's right. Impersonating a police officer.
Communicating threats.
I'm gonna kill you!
And exploding bombs.
When an atomic bomb explodes.
Really? And remember, convictions of these crimes only prevent you from getting a concealed carry permit for a period of 3 years. Number 9, conviction or PJC on certain misdemeanors with no time limit. Here's a list of other misdemeanors that'll make you ineligible for a concealed carry permit. Assault inflicting serious injury. Assault on a female. Assault on a child under 12. Stalking. Misdemeanor child abuse. Domestic criminal trespass, and a domestic violence protective order violation. Conviction of one or more of these misdemeanors at any time will make you ineligible for a concealed carry permit, even if you get a PJC. Number 10, conviction or PJC on a misdemeanor crime of domestic violence under federal law. It's a misdemeanor crime of domestic violence under federal law if, number 1, you are convicted of a misdemeanor, and number 2, the victim was a spouse, a parent, a guardian, or your boyfriend or girlfriend. Number 11, conviction or PJC for assault on a law enforcement officer, probation or parole officer, jail or prison employee, or EMS personnel, including firefighters. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Number 12, conviction or PJC on an impaired driving offense within 3 years. Here's a big one. If you have a conviction for DWI, driving after consuming under 21, or a DWI in a commercial motor vehicle, you're ineligible for a concealed carry permit for 3 years. Number 13 is otherwise ineligible to own, possess, or receive a firearm under the provisions of state or federal law. And finally, the catch-all. It's extremely broad. So that's why we always advise consulting with an attorney anytime you're dealing with the judicial system. There might be something you missed. If any of these apply to you, don't worry. There may still be something we can do to help. If you have any questions about your eligibility for a concealed carry permit, give us a call. And remember, arrested doesn't mean guilty.